you, Jerry Garner, your neighbor realtor, back at you again. Yesterday, we talked a little bit about, can you sell a house on your own, or do you really need a realtor? And if you tuned in yesterday, you probably saw that I'm pretty much in favor of having a realtor, unless you really know what you're doing, unless you know about market value, you know about escrow and title and the laws, and unless you got access to the MLS, very honestly, because that's where the most people see it. You're going to get so much more money and have so many less headaches by using a realtor. But I ended up with saying that just using a realtor, that's not enough. You need to use a realtor who knows what they're doing. You need to have a realtor with experience. It takes time, and it takes more than that. It takes commitment. Today, I'd like to tell you why I can be that realtor. I've studied this business. I train new realtors, but bigger than that, when a client hires me, I'm all in. I stay in contact with them. I get things done. I've got a plan to sell a house. The client knows exactly what I'm going to do, and I can show you historic results of how that happens. The biggest thing is being committed. But here, having a plan. I walk into somebody's house and I tell them, very honestly, their house is going to sell between A and B, and it's probably not going to sell much less. It's probably not going to sell much more. And I talk about appraisals. I talk about all those kinds of things. But to get the most money for the house, we've got to get a lot of people to look at that house. And so we got to create desire. And again, I've got a 10-point plan, and I won't take time to go through all 10 points now, but I start on a Wednesday. We list house on a Thursday. I do reverse prospecting. I send a text to every agent who has sent it to his client, usually about 150 or so. We post a great listing. We take great pictures. We price it right. Not too high, not too low. There's a strategy behind that. It kind of depends on what else is for sale and the value of your home. We use Facebook advertising. We have a street sign. We have flyers. What's common thing about a flyer box? They're always empty. My flyer boxes are never empty. There's always a flyer in them. If they're empty, that house is sold. I try and capture drive-by traffic by putting an open house topper on top of the sign. So everybody drives by, sees the topper. If they pick up a flyer, it tells them about the open house. I drive a large number of people to a small window at a time during that open house. And here's the thing, are you going to get more money if 100 people come and look at it, or if 10 people come and look at it? Well, the answer is simple. If you have a high demand, you create a high desire for the product, for the home, it's going to sell for a lot more. And then once it does sell, you've got to pick an offer that is likely to close. I check the credit for everybody. I call their lender. I look at their FICO scores. I check their employment record. I check their funds in their bank to make sure they get enough money to follow through on this thing. Because what you don't want to do is accept an offer, no matter how good it is, and have them back out 2 weeks later. Then you start over again. That's not what we're looking for. So you have to have a realtor who knows what to look for in an offer. And sometimes it's not the highest. Quite often it is, but sometimes it's not the highest. The highest offer may be high because they're trying to entice you to accept their offer because they get other problems, like maybe low FICO scores, or very little time in a job, or barely enough money to close, those kind of things. So we really have to take a close look. So about the experience, I'm dedicated to each and every one of my clients. I work with people. And we get the job done. I can't say there's never a problem, but we avoid most of them. And when they do come up, we simply talk about the solutions and make it happen. It's really that simple. So here's the deal. If you're thinking of selling your home, and whether it be in a month or 6 months or even a year, give me a call. We'll do a little orientation. We'll sit down. We'll talk about your home. We'll talk about prepping your home for sale. We'll talk about the sales process. The more you know, the more prepared you are, the more time I have to prepare and do market research and prep marketing, the better off we all are. We'll get it sold quicker and for more money. So if you're thinking about selling in the future, it doesn't hurt to meet with me now, or maybe even do a Zoom meeting now, and get prepared. So when the day does come, you're ready to go. So looking for a great realtor to sell your home, give me a call. Jerry Garner, neighbor realtor. You got my number. 626-241-6038. It's on my Facebook page. If you're interested in possibly buying a home and you want to find out what kind of realtor you need to help purchase a home, check in tomorrow and we'll talk about why that makes a difference. We'll talk about why it may not be beneficial just to stop by open houses. We'll talk about why it may not be beneficial to go to an open house and go to the listing agent and use him. There's a lot of reasons for that, and you really got to think them through. So check in tomorrow afternoon about 2 o'clock, and we will talk about how to be a great buyer agent and what I provide to my buyers. I will see you then. Have a great day.